hip hoppers, to the hip, to the hop, to the hip. I'm in my Zen moment. We had a little couple technical difficulties this morning, but guess what? We got it going on. I'm having my tea. For today's show, it's going to be about the tea party, darling. Of course, you know we wanted to celebrate with the Tea Party because the Tea Party are coming to California, and we're going to have a huge rally April the 17th downtown LA. We're going to talk about that. So welcome. I hope that you guys are doing well. We're going to start off the show and talk about some of the latest, hottest topics. But I want everyone watching the show right now, go get yourself a glass of tea. You might need one after having this show gone through your system. We want you to think about the tea. I like my tea black.
Is there a reason?
Well, I don't teabag.
Darling, I don't
teabag.
I don't have a tea bag.
No.
I have an enriching herb that stimulates the body and educates you and flushes out all the impurities that's going on in this country. That's right. Our tea with the Tea Party is a tea that is needed to help correct the wrong in America. And you need a good herbal tea such as the Tea Party from the Republican Party. That's right. To keep it going, baby. So, darling, if you just can't handle the kitchen, don't even walk in.
Or slave in the yard, right?
Hey, family out there on the chat line, how are you? Thank you so much for waiting. We're excited. Danielle, what's the family talking about out there?
Well, you know, we are just getting started, so we're going to need a little time here. And, yeah, they're just coming in. We got Sassy Republican in here. And we
Sassy! You've been causing hell on the chat line.
Uh-huh.
What's wrong with you? Are all the screws hitting the right floor, girlfriend? You know I love you, but my God, do you have to go on the attack like you're just going to go after everyone on my page? Well, welcome, Sassy. Welcome, Leslie. And what happened to Normie? Where's Normie?
Normie's not on this particular one today.
But GM is there.
Yes.
Oh, gosh. That's wonderful. Mm-hmm. And all my Twitter family, thank you so much, Keisha and Quiz Eye. And oh my God, November and Victoria 29. Check out some of my friends on my Twitter. You can Twitter me or you can also Facebook me. And today's picture is the girl with the tattoo, honey. She's hot and fires and she's got nice, voluptuous melons. That's down to the side. So check her out. Make sure that you Facebook me. We've been talking a lot about the Confederacy. Y'all think I'm done? I'm not. That's the fun part of being an American. You have the right to freedom of speech and justice and truth to be implemented into your state. And we're going to teach you how to do that even when they tell you you can't. But you can. You do have those rights. So let's talk about a couple of fun topics this morning. I've got a couple of shows. You know, we talk about capitalism. And I think there's a couple of reality shows that kind of relate to that. You know.
Like which one?
And, but in the capitalism, there's capitalizing on the right man. And my favorite show right now is Patty Strange, the Millionaire Maker. Oh my God, have you not seen that show?
No. I'm too busy with Spartacus. I have to get out of this reality.
She's into Spartacus.
Yes, I love Spartacus.
Well, the Millionaire Matchmaker is this lady and what she does. Love you, Patty. Patty Strange is brilliant at what she does. And she matches up men with women. Not broke down Tide brothers like the ones we know. But the really ones that haven't got it going on and they get that pretty girl. But you know, I don't know if this is a sexist thing, Vic, because you got a situation where you have a very wealthy man and it's like, is she a godmother or is she a madam? That's the question that people ask them. You know, godmother or madam? Which one is Patty Strange? You know, it's kind of strange.
There's nothing wrong with arranged marriages. It's been going on and arranged partnerships have been going on. Actually, to be honest with you, I kind of understand it. I know. I mean, it should be a choice. Do you know what I mean? And the parties have to be willing. But I don't really see any problem with it. I'm not going to do that for my kid, but I don't see any problem.
Well, you know, I had to have me a glass of tea on that one. I had to think about it for a while, and I said, arranged marriage. I can understand an arranged marriage because you want to make sure that he doesn't end up with loser number 24 or 3 or 5 because the right one didn't come at the beginning. So sometimes people need guidance, but you know, Eliza's been very, very wealthy. You have to be a millionaire to be able to go out with one of her selected women, and she screens and dissects these women very thoroughly. She doesn't have to have money.
The women don't have to have money.
Oh no. The men.
So what do they bring into the table?
What else do you think?
Oh, okay.
That's all.
So it's about arrangement, right? And that's a political thing because we all have arrangements. They make arrangements back door. We make arrangements with the right women, the right men. And
and
I think that's another form of a political move right there.
There you go.
It's strategy.
There
because
you go.
politics is about strategy. Unfortunately, the Republican Party is not strategizing right now. They're in left field. They're in left field because right now the Democrats are focusing on amnesty. Yes, amnesty. But before we go into amnesty and the Confederate Party, there's another hot topic I want to talk about on a sad note. We want to give our condolences to the families of Poland and to the president of Poland and his wife who've passed on and their beautiful daughter that kneeled in front of her parents at the funeral. Right before the funeral, we know the funeral is taking place today in our hearts and our passion from hiphoprepublican.tv and .com and Pack Stereo. We give our hearts out to that. I find interesting about the story. We don't hear much about it in the news, and that's kind of strange because this was the president of Poland. Why is that? Anybody have any questions on that one?
I think they're still doing the investigation thing, but I think it's weird that it hasn't really been on like a lot of the, you know how like the news media always kind of hypes up, something like this. He's the president of a country.
That's true.
That is kind of.
He is the president of a country, which is kind of really strange that they're not talking more about what is going on with him.
Wait, you
what
think?
happened?
And
what actually happened?
Who's the next leadership? Because the question I was watching was they were questioning why they had so many dignitaries on one plane. Normally they break them up. They don't put them all on one plane. So it was the vice president. I don't think the vice president was on. I don't think they have a vice president.
They said his delegate was on. His delegate,
I know, and that's very strange because
in
America we don't do that. We kind of separate them in case something like that were to happen. And him and his wife, of course, were on the same plane, and she lost both parents. So I think they only have a daughter. They only have one child.
Yeah.
But
and also, too, they said that it was an aging jet. He's on an aging jet.
that,
Why
right.
would you do that? Why would you? I mean, Poland maybe, I don't know. Poland may be broke. I don't know. But I just feel that...
The whole country's broke?
Well, everybody's country's broke right now.
I know, but this is your man. You never put your man on a broke plane.
That's cool.
I just find it to be weird. There's not enough news. I don't know enough about what's
but
happening.
But I do know that
happened,
our hearts go out to the family because death is very tragic and it's very sad. And it's just, it's so wrenching just to see all those people light those candles and have such, it brought them closer together in some sense too. As you can see, the Poland people have such passion and love for each other. And you see that on there. So our heart goes out to them. All right, one more show I want to talk about. The Apprentice. That's right. That governor's gone. Blagojevich, if I said his name right.
It's Blagojevich.
Blagojevich. You see, I blundered his name. You know why? Because he's an idiot. He can't even open a computer. He took the computer and did this upside down like, what's this thing called, a computer? What do I do with it?
Well, they said the people from the other administration, the presidential administration, couldn't do it either.
As I understand. And I know with this president, he is the first. Give Obama credit for this one. Look, I'm giving him credit. Y'all better make note of this. He asked for his own BlackBerry. He wanted to speak his own mind. That's why we're on him like left and right, because he is the one dictating through his mind, because he says he wanted his own BlackBerry, which I think is smart because there's so many other people thinking for you. Unfortunately, as an apprentice, we can see that this governor had a lot of people thinking. And this weekend, the pretty black model got kicked off. They player hated and got that skinny bitch gone.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Get her gone. Now, why would I pick? Also, I'm talking about capitalism and different shows that you can kind of think about. Remember, we talked about Patty Strange and how she's a strategist and kind of putting the right. Is she a madam or is she a godmother? How you look at it depends on how you look at it. But she's a great strategist. She's brilliant. I love her. Love that Patty Strange. And then we're talking about again The Apprentice. The Apprentice also. It's about strategy and who's on your team. Sometimes you have people you don't want on your team. Cyndi Lauper, oh my God. If you watch that lady, it's so funny. But you know what? They can talk about Cyndi all they want. Cyndi has brinks of brilliance. Brinks of brilliance. All of a sudden, she'll be like rambling, and all of a sudden she'll say something, and all the light bulbs in the room come on, and the heavens open, and they still win. So go girls. Go girls. All right. I want to talk this morning about the Tea Party. As you know, you're watching hiphoprepublican.tv and hiphoprepublican.com. Hiphoprepublican.tv was created out of a bunch of bloggers from New York. Our New York family, we want to say a shout out to Brandon Rice and Tiffany Shorter and all those people and Richard Ivey for their viewpoints and their input.